Hello, Ani. Your dad told me that he downloaded a version of CorelDRAW. My version of CorelDRAW is called CorelDRAW X5. You probably have a newer one. My toolbar up in the top here is an invisible toolbar, which means when we did an upgrade on our operating system, it changed the black background to a white background. That's why I call it invisible, because the text is there. Unfortunately, it's white text on a white background right now. Okay, so it's different than what it was before. They made the change. You already did the picture frame. You made one of your rectangles 11.5 by 9.5. You made the inside one 6.5 by 4.5. Now you just have to put pictures on there. So really all you have to do is go to a new Google tab, type in, whatever you want. Let's say you're going to do food. You do food, click images. I would probably go for tools and say line drawing. That'll allow you to find different foodstuffs. If I just click this one here and I say, oh, that looks kind of cool. I love me a good burger and fries. I can just say copy image, come back down, click CorelDRAW, right click on the side here and say paste. It's going to paste the image inside. You do have to shrink it so it'll fit. You're going to notice that it's laying on top of my picture frame right now, so I can't really see if I'm over any of these borders. The solution to that is to come up to the word arrange, say order, and to back of page. When I do that, now I can see that, oh, look at that, I'm kind of outside the boundaries. So pull that one in, maybe use my arrow keys to shift the whole image down so my burger doesn't clip the top corner there. I'm using my arrow keys now. That's it. So basically, put in the rest of your foodstuffs around the outside. If food was your topic, doesn't matter to me. Whatever you choose is fine. Don't forget, you can also do text. The text is just like any other text input device. There's many different fonts you can choose from. So if I chose this one here and I said, I love food, which is, by the way, a true statement for me. You can highlight it. This one doesn't have a choice in bold, but it does have font choices. Okay, once you have that there, use your pick tool, pick the text, move it over. Okay, so I've got kind of a whimsical type text there. I've got some food here. I'd put in a few more items there. So maybe I go back to my food source and I say, ooh, subs. I like subs. I can always do that. So once again, copy, right click, paste. When it comes in, now this one has that checkerboard background. It literally will burn the checkerboard background, so that needs to be removed. So this is a good image for me to grab. You see where it says edit bitmap up here? With this picture selected, and I can tell it's selected by those pick points. If I had clicked off that image, you notice that that edit bitmap choice is no longer there. So I'm going to say edit bitmap. When I do that, it opens up Corel Photo Paint. This is an awful lot like Photoshop. Okay, don't need the image palette. The only thing I do here is I'd come up to this cropping tool. I would hit the little arrow in the corner so I have more choices. The magic wand mask tool is the one I would use. So click the magic wand, hit delete. It's going to make that background go away. Before you say finish, you have to say mask and remove the mask. When I do that, it's going to now give me everything that's left here. So I'm going to say finish editing. Do you want to save those changes? Well, of course I do, because I made those changes for a reason. So I'm going to hit OK. Once again, I'm in Photo Paint. I need to be in just CorelDRAW. So I can close Photo Paint. I can now move this to the back of the page, order back of page. Once again, that allows me to see the borders that I need to stay within. Hey, my randomly shrunk objects seem to fit just fine. Once again, if I need to move it and I'm clicking and nothing's happening, start somewhere off the screen and then move down. Once it's selected, now I can use my arrow keys to move it around. Okay, that's really about all I need from you. Make sure that you save it. You do a save as that'll allow you to select where it's going to go. If you're just looking to do it on your desktop, just throw it on your desktop. Make sure you name it your last name PF. So Sidorowicz PF, then you save it, and then you can just email this file to me. I'll open it. You'll be good to go. Okay? Let me know if you got any issues or problems.